Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel. I've got a bit of a shiny face going on today. It is really hot in the UK today. I'm loving the weather, but I don't have any air conditioning and I've got my windows shut because there's a lot of noise going on outside. So I can't even have my windows open. So I'm a little bit shiny today, but loving the weather. If you know anything about England, you know that it does rain a lot. So yeah, we've had a bit of summer, which is incredible. So I'm not complaining too much, but yeah, that's why I've got a shiny face today. Anyway, getting back to the job in hand. Today's video is all about how the world that we live in is merely a reflection of our inner thoughts. So that is what I'm going to be talking to you about today, not my shiny face. For those of you that are new to my channel, I'm Natalie, and this channel is dedicated in helping you transform your lives to create a life you love, deserve, and desire. And I share all of my amazing tools and techniques, the ones that have worked, tried and tested, in a variety of my videos. And I also use some NLP techniques too, which help people and my clients release limiting beliefs about themselves, which is very powerful. So if there is, if you're thinking about getting some coaching, or you'd be interested in finding out more about the services and solutions that I provide my clients with, then the link is in the description box below. You can go to my website, asthepenniesdrop.com, or you can email me directly, natalie@asthepenniesdrop.com. Okay, so back to this. The video is all about, today is all about the world that we live in is merely a reflection of our inner thoughts. And that's quite a lot to take in, especially if you're quite new to law of attraction. So if we take it a little bit back to basics, our thoughts create the life that we see. So what we think, what we feel, what our emotions are, basically energetically gets pushed out and gets reflected back at us. Now, if you have an area in your life that you're not happy with, so say it's your finances or your relationship or your job, or where you live, if there's something about you, I mean, it could even be about your weight, how you perceive yourself, your self-concept, whatever it is, the first thing to understand is simply that your thoughts create the world that you see. So the world that we see is merely a reflection of our inner thoughts. So if we want to change the external world, if we want to change the world that we've created through our inner thoughts, we need to start by looking at what's going on in here. What is it that we're telling ourselves? What is the conversation that we're having with ourselves, knowingly or unknowingly? Now, I recall when before I knew about law of attraction, I recall thinking that the voice in my head that was telling me that I was ugly, that I was fat, that I was unintelligent, that I was stupid, that people were laughing at me, I really believed that to be true. I really believed that to be true, which is really sad because I now know it's not true. It's not me. It's just a programmed belief about myself. So I worked on changing my inner world, my inner thoughts, which has transformed my life, because now what my thoughts are all abundant thoughts about myself and my life, and that is what gets reflected back at me. So it's really, it sounds really simple or maybe far-fetched if you're quite new to law of attraction, but if you believe something about yourself and you've created such an energy about that, and that is now reflecting back at you, you're going to be thinking that that's true because you've got evidence of it. But it's actually only true because that's what you think about yourself. So if you think that you're unlovable, then it would be that, for example, you might attract people in your life that treat you like you're unlovable, like you're worthless, like you're nothing. But it all starts from in here. you know, the opposite's true as well. You know, if you think you're incredibly amazing and an easily lovable person, you know, that will then be reflected back at you. It is the dominant thought that creates the dominant energy that gets pushed out, that gets reflected back. So the world is merely a reflection of our thoughts, but we can change that. So if there's areas in your life that you're really not happy with, it can be changed. You have a choice. And this is the most incredible thing. You get to choose. You get to choose how you show up every single day. You get to choose what you want to be every single day, how you want the world to see you every single day. So it literally does start with you. The change starts with you. So if we can change what's going on in here, and we can reflect the new story of what's going on in here out to the world will reflect the new story back to you. And it really is that simple. It's something that needs to be done persistently. Now, I still do affirmations, not persistently, but I have a less negative voice in my head now. So I don't have to kind of not battle with it, but I don't have to control it or take charge of it anymore. But there was a time when I would say a positive affirmation about myself, and instantly the negative voice would kick in and tell me the opposite. So I'd have to go back with a positive. And it was pretty exhausting. I'm not going to lie. Was it exhausting? I had such an extreme negative voice in my head because of patterning beliefs about myself, because of a pattern of a belief about myself through events and people throughout my life. So I really had to really dig deep and be persistent, consistent, and diligent to be able to get me to where I am today, where I can say lovely things about myself and not only say it, but feel it and mean it. And it feels natural now, so natural. I can't even recognize the girl that I used to be. So if you want to change your outer world, it starts by changing your inner world, your inner story, your inner beliefs. Now, it might be that you need to release some limiting beliefs about yourself. And again, that is something that I help my clients with through the law of attraction tools and through NLP, neuro-linguistic programming tools as well, that are transformational, and we can release limiting beliefs that you have, and we can create some incredibly new limitless beliefs. And like I said, all of this does take you wanting to do it. You need to have a desire to want to change, to have the life that you deserve. If you've got enough leverage, if you've got enough desire there, then my recommendation would be is to get in touch. Get in touch, and I can talk to you about the variety of different coaching packages that I provide my clients with. And we can work on specific tools and techniques that we can tailor to suit your requirements, what it is that you actually need. So that is my recommendation. I needed coaching when I needed to work on what was actually going on, why things were reflecting back at me, why certain people were coming up and showing up in my life, and why there was so much unkindness in my life. So that is my recommendation. It's very hard to find your own limiting beliefs. I still have limiting beliefs in certain areas of my life, and sometimes I don't know what it is, and I then reach out to a coach, to coaches, to talk to them about those, because it is very hard to find your own limiting beliefs. So if you feel like you've tried different things and it hasn't worked, then it's just an email, it's just a chat, so you can get in touch that way. But the choice really is down to you. You get to choose how you show up every single day. You get to choose what your inner story is. You really do. You get to choose to be that abundant person that gets pushed out, that energy gets pushed out to the world and gets the most incredible, abundant life reflected back. So if you would like to find out more, like I said, you can click on the link below, go to my website, asapenniesdrop.com, or you can email me directly, Natalie@asapenniesdrop.com, and I will be more than happy to help you. But just know you have the choice to change. And the world is merely a reflection of what is going on internally in here. I hope that's helped everybody, and I will look forward to seeing you soon.